The professor noticed that the new janitor in the lab was secretly looking through his medical materials. He decided to test him, so he pointed to a nearby instrument and asked what it was. To his surprise, Thomas answered instantly. The professor was taken aback.
They are indeed.
Then he carefully observed Thomas's hands and handed him a pair of test tube tongs, asking him to pick up a nearby test tube. Thomas did it with ease. The professor then told him to switch to his left hand, yet he was still steady and confident, even managing to pick up a cork at the same time and seal the bottle with a reverse grip. This delighted the professor, so Thomas was exceptionally promoted to lab assistant. During a traumatic shock experiment, the professor prepared to operate on an unconscious dog. He explained that the traditional method was to constrict blood vessels, but in reality, the success rate wasn't very high. So today, he decided to try a different approach, transfusing the dog's blood while dilating the vessels. After Thomas completed the transfusion, however, he found that the blood pressure kept dropping. That meant the professor's years of research might fail. Just when they had lost hope, the mercury column in the pressure gauge began to rise, a sign of life returning. Both of them were overjoyed.
Very good, doctor.
But when the professor asked to see the work recorder, Thomas was puzzled. He had no idea what a recorder was. This upset the professor greatly, and he began speaking harshly to Thomas. The sudden criticism left Thomas speechless. He had thought the professor valued him for his abilities, but now it seemed they only had an employer-employee relationship. Disheartened, he took off his uniform and left. After Thomas was gone, the professor noticed a notebook left on the table. It was Thomas's work log, with every step and detail of the procedure carefully documented, far more thorough than any recorder could manage. Realizing his mistake, the professor rushed outside, apologized sincerely, and promised it would never happen again. Thomas, moved by this,
Please.
chose to continue working with the professor.